Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Chortle Games Live. I am your host for tonight, and also your streaming host because you're watching me. You're watching my screen. Jake, that's me. And I'm joined by the Stream King, the Far Cry guy, the man who may cry Western monster, Steven.
Am I muted?
No, you're not muted.
Okay, good. Yeehaw is what I cried today.
Yeehaw. There you go. Yeah, I didn't catch what you said.
Yeah.
Because I was like talking and you rudely interrupted me, so I just blocked that out. And so did everyone else. But when I unmuted you for you to actually speak, I heard it, and it was funny.
Okay.
You should have named the stream "God of War with a Yeehaw."
No, this is funnier because it's more obscure.
God of War featuring guns and hats.
Because the two things that when people see Kratos, they are like, this is such a great character. The two things he is missing is a gun and a hat, because his head is probably cold.
His head is probably cold. I played a little bit of God of War this afternoon over lunch, and I had that same thought. I was like, man, he's cold. But he's cold.
You know this God killer needs? A nice sombrero.
That would do it. That would do it. Well,
he's definitely not a fedora guy.
Since we're this man in this game, he has a sombrero and a gun.
No, that's not a sombrero.
That's not. Oh, it's not. Okay.
Sombrero is like the mariachi kind of hat. I would just call that a cowboy hat.
It's a big old cowboy hat. Ladies and gentlemen, we're playing Evil West tonight. This is kind of like Van Helsing. But in the West, is Van Helsing traditionally in the West? I don't think that's
Van Helsing is.
He's more of like an English.
He's an English
vampire hunter.
Yeah. So this is if Hugh Jackman's Van Helsing took place in Arizona.
Arizona. I love
Van Howdy partner. Yes.
Van Howdy. That's good. That's good. I like that. I'm gonna accept all these things that I'm not gonna read and probably regret later. But yeah, the one thing that Steven and I said when we first saw this, and we kind of kept calling it or like describing it to each other, is we were just like, this looks like God of War if it was Van Helsing.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
taking place in Arizona. So
we've been very excited about this one.
I used to live in Arizona.
To host multiplayer co-op session, you must finish the tutorial mission. And have the true death option deactivated.
That's the hardcore mode for all you cowboys and cowgirls who love to torture yourselves.
I will definitely not be doing that. I'm sticking to normal.
Mm-hmm.
God, I hope there's not a trophy about true death, because I'm gonna.
They wouldn't dare.
Those are the worst. Those are the worst trophies when they actually make you do a difficulty setting. Don't appreciate it. Okay, new game. Everything's set up correctly. I'm going to start, and then we'll pull Steven in. But yeah.
Since the time of the founding fathers,
Steven has played a little bit.
On America.
Mm-hmm. How far have you played?
As the
Not super far.
These vampires
I have all the guns I care to have, I think.
Has trained people.
This game is very linear.
Skills.
Mm-hmm.
Agent's duty is to protect
but it's fine.
People.
This game really does feel like God of War with guns. Like it's a semi-slow action game with like that close over-the-shoulder style of camera. Like it hits similar. The guns are fun. I'm probably going to be using guns the entire time now that I've got somebody else geared to prevent me from
melee.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm going to be using any melee and Tesla coil type stuff I can.
Yeah, you have two gauntlets, one for punching and one for blocking and using like all the Tesla stuff. I like. My gameplay preference would have been to lean in a lot more on the gadgetry and the guns, and make it to where it's not use all of the above kind of situation. But with that being the state of the game, even though it's not my preference, they are very clever with how they incorporate them. For example, the 6-shooter, like your pistol, it is crucial for juggling. So like if you knock an enemy airborne, you can do a fan fire with your 6-shooter to keep them airborne a little longer before you go into it. So like they incorporate the weapons in clever ways. But I just would have liked a game that was more rude to vampire shooting, you know?
Yeah. Arrow's not gonna
Rootin'
be happy
vampire
about the
shooting.
fridge. Arrow could suck my dick. He's a secretary of
The-
war,
the-
not
the-
secretary of bridges.
The lever
Go
action
have a look. See.
is some
I
root to
go
vampire
high.
shooting, and it's my
I like
favorite
that.
thing.
I love a good lever action.
So do I.
I just love a good western. You know, something about a
If
good old
if
western.
somebody could take like
It's not that
the
bad.
3 cowboy games in my life, which are Evil West, Red Dead, and Hunt Showdown. And if we could take aspects of all
is
of them,
Hunt Showdown a cowboy?
yes, technically yes, you are a monster hunter, but it's in the cowboy days, and like you've got cowboy style guns. The guns are very realistic, ergo they are not the best. But like it counts. It's more like cowboys in the bayou kind of situation, where there's a lot more superstition and stuff. I knew you would love Elden Ring, Austin. I knew you would.
Oh, Austin.
Okay.
It's great.
But if we could get a game that was a third-person action or a third-person open world game, so like Red Dead, but you know, not controlling like you're wading through mud. If we could get that with the
shit.
like gun variety of Hunt Showdown and a lot of the weapon physics of Hunt Showdown, and just the idea of like hunting monsters, with some of the creature design of this game and like some of the sound design, like if we could get, actually Hunt Showdown has some of the best sound design I've ever experienced, so there is that. But if we could get like a co-op PvE open world vampire hunter cowboy game that had the best aspects of all 3 of those games, I would be thrilled, because that sounds like it.
I want you to
That's
know
incredible.
that this game plays exactly like God of War.
I figured it.
From how I'm like, I literally, like I said, I played God of War earlier today. That when it said X to dodge and double tap to do a dodge roll, I was like, well, fuck, this is just exactly like the button layouts are exactly the same.
I will tell you, when you if you try to throw your revolver, it will not come back to you.
Darn. I'll try to keep that in mind. Austin, Jeremy got Elden Ring as well, so.
Did he actually get it? I thought he said he was thinking about getting
I
it.
thought he said he got it.
1857.
Was that during the stream? Because I think he said he was getting it the next day.
Okay. Yeah.
I forgot to even double check with him. I need to.
We need to follow
Need to
up
follow up,
because
yeah.
I want to stream that with him
Absolutely.
as soon as he gets it.
Yep.
I need to focus all of my time on God of War so I can actually know if I liked it or not for end of the year conversations. But
When is that podcast?
usually it's like the last podcast we do of the year, so I don't off the top of my
So
head.
it's actually going to be a true game game of the year kind of.
Yeah, well, that's why we've always tried to
Yep.
do
crazy.
it like that.
We're better at this than Jeff Keighley is.
He should maybe call us. I'm very curious about these leeches. Like, I get that these are like some sort of vampire monster people, but I'm not sure what I'm doing with this little hero punch thing I'm supposed to be doing.
Oh, you dodge. You do a like a quick evade, so like tap X and then forward and punch.
That's it. That's it.
So it's like a Roman Reigns from WWE would call it the Superman punch.
the Superman punch. But yeah, no, I figure it'll be like, I don't know, I'm not looking at a calendar, but probably like December 15th or something like that. Maybe the 14th, I don't know. Whenever it is. Oh, that felt good. That again. I like that little spike.
Little spike.
Yeah, like I threw him up in the air and then I like spiked him to the ground.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Gotta cross the bridge.
That move is very crucial. You can use that in tandem with environment stuff to insta-kill a lot of things.
Oh, nice. I assume gold is important.
I'm taking it.
Bucks, and
Oh,
yes.
well, okay, I'm sorry. Jeez. I'm looking at gold coins and Steven is telling
They're
me
bucks.
they're bucks.
They're Bucks, partner.
When do I get to shoot a pistol, partner?
So,
Nice. Cannonball. Yeah, yep. I like that a lot.
spike move, cannonball.
Yep, cannonball.
Yeah.
That's a much better
Very
move
important.
than the spike, too. Yep, that's nice. I love that. Good shit. Good shit. I like how this feels so far. I definitely get a little bit of your comment of like it feels like a PS2 game in a good way.
Yeah.
Definitely feels like a game from that era, but plays like I would remember a game from that era
Yep.
being.
Yep.
Special attacks, like kicking.
Where the hell did you get that slicer?
I think I figured out a better way to explain my problems with Red Dead 2.
Yeah?
Hell yeah.
Aside from the story, I still stand firm on that the pacing was bad, and it shouldn't be winning accolades in writing up against a lot of stuff that it did. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just it had a lot of issues, and I don't think it did anything extraordinary based on what I played. And I know that I didn't get the full picture, but I got enough to know that it's extremely flawed. But the gameplay, you know, my whole thing where I compare samurai to cowboys,
Yes.
and the more I compare them in my head, the more it just makes sense. And I think now that I've like played through more Red Dead again, Red Dead Online specifically, I thought, why does Ghost of Tsushima work for me and Red Dead? And I think it comes down to, and a lot of it would just be preference, I guess, but Ghost of Tsushima delivered on a game that adapted the mythology of a samurai. And so you had a lot of, and by mythology I mean not just the legends, but also film. So it harkens to the stories of samurai, what we think of samurai, while still being grounded. Like it had that perfect sweet spot of
Right.
being. It's like how Batman for me. I'm doing an example. Batman for me, the my definitive Batman is the Arkham games Batman, because it's the perfect blend of humanity and myth. Where Batman is still a person and who has weaknesses, who can get gunned down, but he is fully capable of all of the things that everyone talks about. Like when we were kids, we would talk about who Batman could be. Like he is still
you can
that
actually
guy.
be Batman, and it
Right.
feels believable.
And so to me, Red Dead was caught between two things. and it more so leaned towards the Rockstar thing, which is to try to simulate realism as much as possible. It was stuck between that and delivering an homage to old Western cowboys. But it lacked, to me, so much of that Ghost of Tsushima stuff, where it felt like a samurai film come to life, or a samurai legend come to life that we got to play, where you could still feel for Jin Sakai and understand where he came from, even though your morality differs from him. Like, the average person would say, yeah, just poison the bastards that killed your country. But it is a literal emotional torment for him. But we get that. Like, we don't look at him and say you're stupid, because they portray a human being. But at the same time, we're doing all this crazy stuff that we have only read about in books or we've seen in anime. So it hits that middle ground. But with Red Dead, it's too human. It's too grounded. Where I would have wanted more of that feeling like an Old West gunslinger of legend, rather than a guy who will spend 20 seconds trying to get himself out between two horses that randomly decided to, like, sandwich me between them. Like, you know, it has too much of that. We want our gameplay to feel realistic because our world looks realistic. When they could have placed you as a character that's written to be grounded, but a character like Jin Sakai, who is a legend. They could have placed that within the world, because I think the most impressive thing that Red Dead does is its world and the small details, like the fact that when you go to the shop, you're looking at an old-timey catalog, and there's like actual excerpts about the items. I love that kind of stuff. Like taking the time to clean your guns, that's great. Yeah. But if I feel like it's either a chore to move my character around the world, or that I'm being held back in some way, then I feel like there's just so much potential lost. Like, you've lost your momentum with me.
It's a super delicate balance of realism versus like enjoyment or like convenience.
Yes. And while the shooting in Red Dead is fine, the sound design is really good, it's not special. And when you think of shooting guns, a lot of people would think of a cowboy shooting a 6-shooter or a cowboy shooting a lever-action rifle. Like that, we think of a swordsman, we think of a samurai. We think of a gunman, we think of a cowboy. Ghost of Tsushima made wielding a sword feel godlike.
Yeah.
Red Dead did
such good swordplay in that game.
It was, and it wasn't overly complicated, and it was all, for the most part, until you got to Legends, it was realistic.
Yeah.
It was believable. Red Dead did absolute Red Dead 2, because Red Dead 1, I think, was good, but it came in a time where the things that it did were enough to warrant its existence, because it was kind of the first of its kind. But with Red Dead 2, for it to do nothing for the experience of playing a cowboy, other than here's what it's literally like to have to clean your guns, shave your beard, like the realism stuff, I don't want that. I want to be what I think of when I think of a gunslinging cowboy. And I just don't feel that way when I play Red Dead. Does that make it a bad game? No, I've never once said that Red Dead 2 is a bad game.
Right.
It would be criminal to say that, because it is very special. It has some of the most impressive open world design I've seen. But it is lacking where it could have been better if pretty much anybody other than Rockstar had made it. Because Rockstar has this thing against character controls that are fun.
Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying. It's basically like, because I liked all that, like the cleaning your gun and all that.
I like that, but I don't like the act of controlling my character.
Yes, yeah, I can understand and agree with that.
Now, if they had put more smooth controls to where I didn't feel like my guy was constantly drunk when trying to turn, or where, like, you know, when you're moving with a horse that things are slightly delayed and jumping is weird and you never know when you can clear a gap. If something knocks into you, you're stumbling for 15 seconds. Like, just all of that kind of stuff that slows down the power fantasy of playing a video game. If they had tightened that up and made me feel in gameplay like I was superhuman. Not like, if they had made me feel like I was controlling a video game and not controlling a person that like was listening to my commands and then doing them after I told them to do them, that would have made that game what I wanted it to be. I'm not saying get rid of the shaving the beard or get rid of the I love all the gun clearing stuff. Like I said, like holding a gun, looking at it, seeing all the dirt, and then like wiping it off. That's great. I think that's one of those little things that are really cool, and it makes the world feel like you're living in it. But if you want to make a realistic world that you feel like that you're inside of, that doesn't mean that the only way to be immersive is to make me as limited as an actual human being in that world would be.
I don't have to be so limited. Yeah, no, I get that. I get that a lot. It's funny that you want more guns in this, Steven, because so far I'm like not a super big fan of the shooting.
Well, that's because you can't aim the 6-shooter. It's like I said, it's implemented in combat. It's a quick fire.
Gotcha.
The lever action is aimed.
Okay.
What's this?
But and again, like when I said I would want more guns, I meant I would want the guns to be more incorporated as such. But with this game being a close quarters action title that it is, they implement the guns in clever ways. Because if the 6-shooter was aimed rather than just incorporated in mid to close range combat and combos, it would feel derivative of the lever action. Because the advantage of the lever action is precision aiming.
Gotcha.
So, if this game were a different game, I would be like, hey, more guns. But because of the game we got, I think they implemented things how they should have been implemented.
Your ass as an ashtray if we don't make that presentation.
You're retired.
So did you see that Starro is going to be in the Gotham Knights horde mode?
What?
They posted a picture today.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, Mike. This is that Evil West game I was telling you about, Mike. I thought you might think it was cool. Also, Mike got some of the best news today. I shared it with him. Mike, if someone else, if you found this before I showed it to you, or if someone told you about it before, please don't tell me. Let me believe that I brought you this news. Mike's favorite film is Starship Troopers, right? We've talked about that.
Yes, we talked about it.
They announced a 12-player co-op first-person shooter based on Starship Troopers today.
Wow.
And it looks fun. It looks really cool. It's got like base building. You can split, the whole 12-person thing is that you can split into 4 squads. So I saw that and I was like, oh gosh, Mike's about to lose his mind. He did. He good Lord, Mike. I was gonna say something before. Oh yeah. They posted a picture for the Gotham Knight thing, and it's and it's the Bat family jumping out of like they're like jumping forward, but behind them is what appears to be a small Starro in a lab container. I don't know what that means, but what a
Maybe we can play with
bold
dynamite
choice.
After Suicide Squad?
Well, no, like after, because Gotham Knights, we know that all of this other crazy stuff exists in the world, but we've still been dealing with quote unquote grounded Gotham villains. And I say grounded because it's not in space and they all were humans at some point, and most of them are still humans. You can invite me now, I think. But to go from that to, the mind controlling starfish in space, it's like, okay.
Yeah, I wonder how much of that is just popularity from
Who knows?
Won't find itself.
whatever I'm trying to say.
No.
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
Speaking of Suicide Squad and James Gunn, two things about James Gunn today. I'll do the good one first. He wants to incorporate the DC cinematic universe across all forms of media, including video games. He wants it all to be connected.
Oh, interesting. That would be something different from Marvel.
Hey, leave your game and invite me.
Is that what I have to do?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I was trying to look through the menu to see.
Just leave your game.
How can there's an arachnophobia mode?
Yep.
Oh fuck.
But I heard that and I was like, that's great news. That's what I've wanted the MCU to be, and it's failed to be. Regarding like video games and stuff.
Right.
And then I watched Guardians of the Galaxy's holiday special, and it was bad.
Yeah.
It was not good, because it very much felt like, hey, we can't get any of the big enough actors to care about this, so let's make a story that is about Drax and Mantis and remind you how much they can't carry a story. Because it was 80%, 85% Drax and Mantis. And the entire story was centered around, hey, remember that thing that character said that one time? Isn't that such a funny meme? Let's remind you of that. Like the whole Kevin Bacon thing. Star-Lord mentions Kevin Bacon once.
Mm-hmm.
Previous character build. What?
I'm assuming that's like your character build, but I don't know.
I'll just do previous character build. Okay, cool. But like Star-Lord talked about Kevin Bacon once, and it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then they mentioned the "we're heroes like Kevin Bacon" thing, and it was like, haha, that's like the thing you said. And then, oh gosh, did my build not load? Okay,
Do you want to exit out and try again?
sure. This is confusing.
Sure.
But oh crap! I just loaded into the my game. But yeah, it just at one point, like they're doing the thing that they do in Christmas movies, which there was not near enough Christmas in this holiday special.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be about Mantis and Grax, like learning about Christmas.
See, you'd think reset the build. I'm terrified to hit reset the build, but let's find out what it does. And if it does the same thing again, I'm just going to do use previous build.
Okay.
Look at that. It is the exact same. This is not good. All right, so I'm going to leave the game.
It might just be because I haven't unlocked things yet. I don't know.
But my perks aren't, like, for the weapons that you do have, are not there. I can't change my outfit. I have to look just like you. These are bad decisions.
These are bad decisions. I feel like this was very much a last minute implementation.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody was just like, could we do this? What's the simplest way we could do this? And they were like, well, they could just play as the same character. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, cool, yeah.
What are your options from start from last checkpoint?
It's either start from mission beginning or start from last checkpoint.
Do mission beginning.
Okay.
Because you just walked forward a little bit, right?
Yeah, yeah. It was like a cutscene, and then
But
basically there.
yeah, but Nebula gives Rocket Bucky's arm for Christmas.
Like his old one.
No,
She.
and like
Belmontville,
Rocket even says, Bucky's
We're
arm.
gonna be walking blind into a damn maze. And if our tick friend
One-
tell them the truth, the bottom
Rocket
is
never
in the middle of it.
like got cordial with Bucky. Their only interaction was, how much for the arm?
Yeah.
It's not for sale. Oh, I'm getting that
You'll
arm.
make it out of this after all.
And Rocket's voice almost sounded like mine in my head, where it's just like, Bucky's
You
arm?
want a limitation? How about walking
And
around
it's
with
like,
that head?
Rocket, the character within the universe of this story I'm watching, was as confused as I was. And it was stupid. It made no sense. But it's lol random meme funny because Rocket said that thing that one time.
And where do you think you're going? Judging by that tone of yours,
It
seems
was-
like a miniature fancy pants
There were like
that doesn't
3
get a
music
run for
numbers,
it.
4 montages.
That's why we need
Drax tries to kill several
I'm starting to question
police
your
officers.
Those ass licking lovers should be shot.
What it should have been about, and I'll tell you how they should have done the special, but I'll tell you why they didn't. It's because they didn't want to actually, make it good. They just wanted to make it cheap. They should have made it about the Guardians learning about Christmas and bringing Christmas to nowhere, because that's what ends up happening. Because Drax and Mantis go to Earth and they kidnap Kevin Bacon, so it should have been about, well, what's Christmas, and them learning about it, and teaching all the different characters about it. Like, that's so easy. And you could say, well, that's so predictable. It's a Christmas special. The fact that every character's opening presents at the end is the most cliche thing you could do.
Shut up. I told you my son's not.
Like, Christmas specials don't care about cliche because they're supposed to be heartwarming and comfort food. This was not. This was just frustrating. They got Cosmo's voice wrong.
So yeah, well, how was Cosmo?
Cosmo was adorable, and I love him. But they also, it was like someone got the idea of Cosmo, but never read anything that had Cosmo in it. Or played the video game, which absolutely nailed Cosmo.
It's great.
Like,
Great
video,
Cosmo.
like speaking as a Guardians of the Galaxy fan that has read several of the comic runs, Guardians of the Galaxy video game Cosmo is Cosmo. It's perfect. It's literally like the voice that I hear in my head when I read a Cosmo dialogue.
It's that voice.
It's that voice, and he acts the same way. It's great. Actually, yeah, kind of, Joe. It's like somebody said, "Hey, the Star Wars special, let's do that, but Christmas."
So, I saw someone with this take about Disney Plus, and I personally think there's a lot of truth to it. And it's that with Disney Plus, we have entered a new era of the direct to VHS tape Disney.
Yep.
For better or worse,
For worse.
Yeah, I would lean towards that. There's just, it's like shovelware almost. It's just
there is
whatever we
nothing
can get.
There is nothing good.
Oh my gosh, he even punches the chest.
Of course he does. There's nothing good about oversaturation like this. Also, if it's an area you can traverse, you'll see like chains next to it.
Gotcha. Okay, good to know.
But oversaturation like this, you just end up with content that is mediocre at best, bad at worst. But it just keeps getting worse because they keep having to make content, and so things aren't special anymore. Like, not even the stuff that should feel special is special anymore, because you've essentially when you oversaturate something, you oversaturate the fan base as well. And what works for the fans, what fans appreciate so much about certain things, like Star-Lord saying Kevin Bacon was a legendary hero that saved the world by dancing, being a funny line because of the context of the character of Star-Lord and him loving the movie, that worked once because it meant something to people who understood Star-Lord. But now, because everything's so oversaturated, that line has evolved into, that line is funny because Star-Lord made a joke about Kevin Bacon that one time. So it's like a snake eating its own tail, Ouroboros. And that's where we are. There's nothing good about it.
Yeah.
I love how no matter how much momentum is behind your strikes, when you make contact with something, they explode in blood.
There's a lot of good exploding blood happening.
Yes. What were you saying?
On screen. I don't know what I was going to say. Something about that Strange World movie and how it's funny that there's those things that probably are at least decent, but Disney is either so busy trying to do anything that those kind of things won't get attention.
Was it released on Disney Plus?
No, it went straight to theaters, which I kind of feel like was maybe a mistake. If they like, my whole thing is like, if you didn't want to put marketing dollars behind it, that's fine. Put it on Disney Plus. like you're putting marketing dollars behind things that are going to Disney Plus that are not good. I watched a review of the Disenchanted movie, and it was just like, why? Why did they feel the need to make this? It's not good. It's not, like, no one was asking for this. And I don't know, I just feel like
Over here.
I feel like they can't it's just like they're not sure what to do anymore. But
Well, they are sure of what to do. It's just that the certainty that they've settled on is the wrong one. It's the one that says print money rather than make stories and worlds that that people can latch to, because people are latched. So it's a lot easier to go on quantity rather than quality. Because a lot of work has to go into creating something
good.
Yeah. Sometimes you can get lucky, but something like what's a good example of this?
Yeah, that looks about
Something like Iron Man, I guess. Let's just start there, which very much felt like they did not. The future was not certain for them. They had to put their all in it.
Right.
You don't get that anymore out of Disney, because Disney can fail, and it means nothing. Like it's kind of like with I guess Ubisoft, when a game fails for them, they're just like, tough cookies. Let's reallocate those people that worked on this game they cared about. Let's put them in this game they don't care about.
Yeah.
But they're going to work on it because it prints money and they want to have a job. Yeah. And so you create this environment of a workplace that is less about making dreams come true, letting creators create what they're passionate about, and you just make it about, I want a paycheck for everyone. Lightyear might even be a good example of that, and it just turned out better because, like, we've talked about how Lightyear to you felt like a script was made that somebody was passionate about, and then they were like, no, this won't sell, put Buzz Lightyear in it. And so it had to kind of be adapted and contorted a certain way.
Well, to your point of, like, it's with Iron Man, they had to really try, because it was no one, that's extreme, but no one knew who Iron Man was or what this was, or what is it going to do well, so they had to really knock it out of the park and try. But like with this script for Lightyear as the example, they read the script and said, this could be good, but let's seal the deal by strapping a beloved character to it, and it's an instant, whether it's good or not, it's an instant classic because it's that character. So
Because we can, if it loses money as a film, we can just recoup with merch.
yes, exactly. Give it a cute cat.
Yep.
And I love
And-
socks, but he is there for merchandising. Even Strange World, which we're talking about, dancing around. They had the little blob character, and there's even a line that it's in the trailers. I don't know if it's in the movie. I never saw it. I haven't seen it yet. But there's a line where it's like, "Ooh, I want to merchandise you." It's just like, okay, yep.
Is this about the bridge? It's not about the bridge.
One funny thing too about Strange World, I haven't seen it, so it may just be not good at all. But Treasure Planet also came out. I think it was 20 years ago. No, that can't be right. That can't be right.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my fucking god.
It may have been more.
I think it was 20. Yeah. Anyway, its anniversary was like this past weekend, which
And
is
this
when,
just looks like another attempt at that movie.
I don't know if it's an attempt at that movie, but there's definitely a lot of parallels because Disney didn't market that one very well.
They both have a cute blob creature.
They both have a cute blob creature. It is kind of like Explorer, kind of,
Yep.
otherworldly space, that sort of thing. There's a lot of themes there. I don't know. There's a lot of parallels you could draw, but I love that movie. One of my all-time favorite movies that is super underrated in my opinion.
Is Lost World about father figures by chance?
Yeah, Strange World, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
just the same thing.
Yeah.
It's literally just the same thing. Because wasn't
Sheer tech architecture.
what'd you call it, Treasure Planet? I keep forgetting what that
Planet.
movie's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. That movie was a lot about the main character seeing
Whoa.
that one character as kind of a father figure, right? And
Yeah, he had daddy issues, and yeah, the
Yeah.
bad guy pirate kind of becomes a pseudo father for him. Look at all
Right.
the bats over here. I'm glad
thought
to
you
know.
said
I'm glad to know
bats.
when you pick up stuff, it counts for me too. That's good.
it was nice. This really does feel like an afterthought. I mean, I'm having fun, but like,
When they announced it, I was just like, okay, they just kind of strapped that together.
yeah, but
threw that
like,
in here,
you'd think that it would not be difficult whatsoever to just be like, okay, lock the weapons to the host,
Keep
but
their perks and stuff.
keep the perks and stuff like that. Make it to where they still generate XP and stuff. I don't think I'm leveling up XP at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like this feels like it could have been so much better, and I don't know what their excuse is for why this wasn't better implemented. Because like even with, unless if they literally like 2 days before the game shipped, like
I mean, they didn't announce it until like a week before it shipped.
yeah, but like even then, that's not a lot of programming work to make that happen.
Yeah. $2,000. All right, I just leveled up there.
And now it says I'm level 2.
Interesting. So it probably just isn't going to affect your gain overall, like when you go back.
Apparently.
Yeah, you're just going to have a character. You're going to have a character. That's what it means by previous. Is like if we quit right now and came back a week later, you joined my game, you'd be your previous character.
That's really stupid.
I wonder if with reset character. So say a week from now, maybe I play a little bit on my own. We start wherever I am. I'm level 10.
Mm-hmm.
If you come in with previous character, will you now be level 10 or will you be level 2? Or if you say reset character, will you be level 0 or will you be level 10? But
That's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.
it's just, I'm just I'm just curious. What's it gonna be?
There's a chest over here.
Sorry, I'm still in that menu.
You have to unlock the one with like the plus symbol on it. It's gonna make you unlock that one, I think.
Yeah, it locked me to that. I just was. Oh god, more.
Oh yeah, the bell means more enemies are spawning.
You should look at the chest.
Yeah, after this fight.
I see what you're talking about with the 6-shooter. Now
Yeah.
I have a better understanding of how that's meant to be used.
Yeah.
I like it.
Are you single firing or fan firing? Fan fire is holding it down.
I'm fan firing, but
I don't see a point in not fan firing, to be honest.
Yeah, just unload as fast as you can. I love that he. I'd love to know if a conversation has been had about that. Did Sony come after them like, hey, only Kratos can punch open chests? Can I, Steven, how much do you care about God of War spoilers? I will never spoil anything major for you, but I do have a funny...
non-major spoilers have never bothered me about anything.
Who do you think you play as in this game, Steven? Let me ask you this.
In God of War 2?
Yeah.
Ragnarok?
Yeah.
I would assume Kratos and maybe the occasional Atreus.
That is 1,000% correct. So, the first time you play as Atreus, you come up to a chest, and he goes to punch it, and it like breaks his hand. And so he like gets mad and slams his bow at it, like whacks his bow at it to break it, and that's how he opens chests. And it's just
The bow breaks, and then he cries, and then it says game over because you don't have your bow anymore.
You know, I keep waiting for his bow to break because I keep thinking like, because you use his bow like you swing his bow like a sword in combat.
It's probably made from Yggdrasil, the World Tree, or some crap like that.
I think he has some sort of like illusion protection magic on it or something. Because it glows a little bit, but I digress.
His bow is immune to illusions.
No. Like it has, huh?
The way you described that, just like he's fighting Loki and there are clones everywhere, and he's like, "Which one's the real one?" Bo, what do you think?
Oh, here we go. Shoot it. There we go. My bow is resistant to illusion. No, like his bow has shield, like is shielded.
From illusions.
No,
So
with
Loki
magic.
can't make his bow look like something else.
Unfortunately, no.
Jesus, it's huge. When did they build
Can
it?
Loki make
And how?
other things look like his bow?
Yes, actually, funny enough, that's the only thing he can make things look like.
Loki sucks in this universe.
Hey, don't.
Loki high-key sucks in this timeline.
It's a worse timeline for sure. Yeah.
Find you.
Trying to spike him back over the edge. So I heard them say call these things with the leeches ticks. Is that like a?
That's slang for vampires.
Okay, cool. That's what I couldn't tell if it was a slang for vampire or a very specific.
Type of vampire?
These are they vampires?
Yes.
The leech things?
I don't know. What, you expect me to know what these things are or something? I just shoot them.
Look, pal, I don't really care about these vampires. I just like to shoot shit.
There's a line in Tropic Thunder, which is an amazing comedy movie if you haven't seen it. You've probably heard me quote this a million times, especially when Jeremy's around, because he's the only one that ever gets it. That's so one of the characters is meeting his hero, who's like this dude who his platoon was all taken out in Nam, and he was the only survivor, and his book is what the film crew is adapting. And so the special effects guy meets him, and like he's his hero, and he pulls out his gun, and the special effects dude's like, "Oh, what's that called?" And the dude just goes, "I don't know what it's called. I just know the sound it makes when it takes a man's life." So whenever someone asks me what something's called, I just go, "I don't know what it's called. I just know the sound it makes when it takes a man's life." I've definitely said that to you before.
You have, you have.
So there's your context.
I appreciate the context.
Gotta open that gate. Yeah. Okay.
A lot of blood. Blood around here. I need a new janitor in this place. So back to the tick people with the leeches. Do you think like some sort of eternal? No.
No, I don't think. I shoot.
I wonder if like some sort of eternal damnation for a vampire is to make them have their blood sucked. I don't know
The vampires are getting their blood sucked. You think that vampires like it's a reverse kink thing?
I didn't think it was a kink, but maybe, I don't know.
You're sick.
I'm not. I didn't make it this. I'm just asking the questions. I like how it like quick auto locks to them when they're about to do something. No, not like a kink though. Like
No.
like it's like it's like a punishment that they have to have their blood sucked eternally by some supernatural tick.
Listen to the voice of reason.
So you're saying they're into blood sucking and BDSM? Why are vampires so kinky in this universe?
You know, that's a great question. What the hell is happening here? Oh, this is Death Stranding.
That's all, folks. Thanks for watching.
The wolves go hungry, yes. But the day is coming when the sheep will outwit them.
I would love to see a day when a sheep actually outsmarts a wolf.
Brother,
I would love to see that
Are
where a
these
sheep
people
outsmarts
considering
anything.
themselves sheep?
harness the power of steel.
No, they are considering themselves the wolves, but
Oh.
this dude's
They
like,
grow mighty.
someday the sheep will outsmart the wolf, and I'm just like, what? What world?
Shadows.
I don't know how much time you spend around sheep.
The power to hunt us
You can pull a sheep out of a hole and he'll jump right back in it.
And so, you propose war.
War suggests there is a chance we might lose. I propose we strike.
Those are some
with my new
classic
asset. We can control the
overconfident
change.
villain lines right there.
Reclaim the sanguisude.
I thought you were gonna say those were some classic PS2 graphics. Classic PS2 facial animations.
Are you mad? Even suggesting such a thing is blasphemy.
Dominic, brother.
The
these are
vampires are
those times.
talking about
While
blasphemy.
my methods may very well be at variance with our tradition, I can tell you one thing. If we don't adapt, we will perish.
Enough. I will
Do you think
allow you
this is like their version of a Zoom call? Like
Yes.
they just okay.
into annihilation. Peter Davara, for the high crime of conspiracy against your own kind, I sentence you and your line to the true death.
The eternal suck. It is your punishment.
They wouldn't listen.
So
I-
are these? I missed this. Are these people trying to eliminate all vampires
If we can help them understand.
too?
No,
We forced them to.
I forget.
I don't know. I just shoot people. Well, when the head Zoom call host sentenced them to true death, I was like, when did the tables turn on these other vampires?
Also, what was our plan there?
I don't know. He's done that a couple times where he just walks up to things and it's like, what were you gonna do, Jesse?
And that's kind of my point to this game being like a great concept, but the wrong game for that concept. Because it's so close up and punchy.
Yeah. And it didn't need a cowboy is not punchy.
No, I mean they can be, but in this kind of situation, because a vampire hunter cowboy, you hear that and you think, oh, that's somebody that's got a lot of gadgets and a lot of guns.
Yeah.
You do not think, oh, that's somebody whose fists is their first solution.
Ah, I spiked him. Like I get cowboys probably do punch things sometimes. But
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
Not, that's not the first play.
Right, and that's like when they're fighting each other.
Yeah.
That's
When
kind of
they-
like
that's when they don't want to kill.
it's again a parallel to the samurai. Samurai are formidable in hand-to-hand and probably would fight each other in hand-to-hand when sparring. But when you think of a samurai, you think of their sword. When you think of a cowboy, you think of their gun. So, like that's what makes them formidable is their ability to use firearms to a mythical level.
Right.
Not this dude's fist has a brand on it and it shoots electricity. You know?
I just got a trophy for doing enough cannonballs. Just in case you didn't think I thought I didn't like that move.
Oh, I knew you did. We're sharing the same space. I'm seeing the people you throw.
Oh, can you see me?
Yeah. This isn't that 1.0 No Man's Sky co-op.
Great callback. I don't. On my screen, I shot air, so I don't know who
That's
did the cutscene.
it was you did, but that's not how that was supposed to go. Because I also saw you shoot air.
I got Susan here.
Susan, the knife, or the guy that you're gutting?
That's not his name. I don't know. I don't know their names. They're all Susan.
Susan now.
Should have asked him how to get out of here.
Too late. He won't be of any use for a month or two. Wait. What about Chester?
For a month or two.
What are you gonna do?
Do their heads reanimate?
Now that.
Why are you asking so many questions?
Because this is a good concept and there's not enough
The
explanation.
men are empty-handed.
Also, I want Homeboy's costume.
Oh, good. Another freaking spam account.
Oh Lord, I got it.
Whatever, I got it.
Oh, I'll be damned. That's a new way to spend taxpayers' money.
Port.
James Harrow. The people's hero. I heard the White House sends him golden toilet paper. As long as he keeps the presidential ass clear of tick trouble.
There we go. Do we ever get to
Either
ride the
way,
horses? Like
We've got a lot of
through a
ground
level
to
or
cover
anything?
tonight.
I don't know.
Okay.
You're not staying for the presentation? The whole institute is in town.
I will give it to this person. 69.biz. That's pretty good.
For back padding session. I don't need another retirement lecture. Here,
Don't.
take this to your father before it wakes up and
pretty
starts
funny.
cursing us all to high hell.
Great, so I'll just tell him you've traded killing vampires for swilling cheap bourbon?
Tell him whatever you want.
Fine, skip the presentation. But you ain't getting
My
away
Steam
from
Deck should
finding
be here
the
either tomorrow or Wednesday.
I'm so excited for you.
Yep.
I'm very curious. I want a full review.
Home sweet home.
Also, okay, so also, I shared with you that I forget what it's called, Chuck the Train or whatever.
Choo Choo Charles.
Choo Choo Charles is coming out December 9th. That's it for those listening, watching. That's the Spider Train
Veil of
game that I'm very excited about. It's coming to Steam December 9th. Your first comment was, I feel great for the, congratulations to the dev. I hope I'm all the best. I will not play this game. Are you
I
really
want
not gonna
nothing
play
to
it?
do with Choo Choo Charles.
I don't think it's multiplayer, so I'm not I don't think it's going to be one of those situations, but
It's one of those that's like, I'll probably watch somebody else play it. I
you
don't
watch
wanna
me play it?
I'd watch you play
You
it.
commentate?
How did it go? Did you get that big
I would commentate.
I'm pretty excited. I don't know when or how, but I'd like to stream it.
Edgar
so.
and my father?
Now, Steven, are you, with your Steam Deck, are you planning to do any, like, emulation?
Heavy as
Thinking about it. I'll probably keep it pretty standard at first.
I'm most curious, I think, about how that experience is.
Andrew said emulation's really good.
Especially
You
with,
can apparently use it with Game Pass Ultimate. You can use it for that, but that's the same thing you can use your phone for. So
with, like, cloud.
it's cloud streaming, yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently, you can also use it to remote control your PlayStation.
Well, yeah. You can do that on your phone, too. It's not horrible, but
Right.
none of it's great.
Gravener's with you.
He sends his regards. He's afraid you'll try and talk him out of retirement again.
I don't believe either of us want that.
You know he did risk his life to get this for you.
That's Harrow's trinket. I'm sure you'll both be rewarded accordingly.
Edgar isn't some civilian looking for a medal. This is all he knows. Your institute saw to that.
My institute? This isn't about Agent Gravener, Jesse. We are on the cusp of great progress, great change. Today's presentation is of critical importance to the family. After which,
Fingerless gloves.
I expect you to step up to your duties here at the
When I introduce gloves without fingers that you can touch a touchpad, it's going to change the world, Jesse.
People are gonna look so badass.
Spoon feed these things to you, Jesse. There are bigger things at work here than running around in caves slaying beasts.
There are hands that are slightly too warm, but also too cold to be left uncovered.
We can't use our phones while wearing gloves, Jesse. It's a huge crisis.
Prepare for the presentation.
I'm just Steven, I'm gonna level with you right now. An underrated game that I enjoyed very much. Order 18.
I knew you were gonna mention
86. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you. Let me tell you the plot of this game, Steven. The vampires, they're in this organization. Your dad, probably a vampire, some sort of daywalker. I don't know. That's just my call right now.
Okay, well, my money is more so on the dude who married his knife or whatever. My money's on him being a villain personally.
The man with sexual relations.
Sexual relations with his knife.
Oh man. Healing is now followed by a short. Oh, okay, that's nice. Dang, we have. Oh shit. Well, fuck that. I was about to be like, wow, we have a ton of money, and then that just immediately went away.
Do you have any money?
I had like 6,000.
And it went away?
Well, I spent one thing. I bought one thing, and it took like all my money. It wasn't that you. I don't think you messed anything up. It's that one item cost $2,500.
Yeah. I got the mid-air shot upgrade for the pistol and the rifle upgrade, the free bullet.
Wow. I got the Do Not Disturb, and I think it was like $3,000, but it pretty much spent me out of everything else.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, there you go. All right. Did you change outfits? Oh no.
No.
I did unlock a mask.
Yeah, Nick, right? It's white now.
It's well, what's funny is that it's frozen in place on the screen. So like I can't really see the scarf when it's red, but then when I hit white, it just suddenly pops in and it's very obvious that it's not moving.
In Gotham Knights, did Jason Todd's hoodie tassels ever freeze for you?
I don't think
Like
I have never played as Jason. So
well, you don't have to play as him. Like it'll happen even when you're playing somebody else. You'll just be talking in the belfry, and Jason's hoodie tassels will be pointed straight out, and they don't adhere to physical laws or anything. They're just there.
I don't think I've had that happen. Are we supposed to do something else? Here. I know Dad's real upset about his presentation or whatever. His PowerPoint's not working because he doesn't have fingerless gloves. Oh, I see it. I see it. There's something over here. Damn it, Bobby. Where? How did you get back there?
Father and all his
This is why I can't take any game I play with you, like the story of any game I play with y'all, serious, because nothing. Who knows what's happening?
You mean to tell me you think somebody took this story seriously?
No, somebody did. Oh, it's electricity.
Gentlemen, if you'll take your seats.
And you immediately hate that guy.
Yeah, I'm Assistant Secretary of War, James Harrow. President Cleveland wants you to know how appreciative we are of the vital service the Rentia Institute performs, defending our great country from monsters of all shapes and sizes. He also wanted me to make sure you're not blowing all our money on Mexican Monty, but that's another conversation.
I'm sorry. The one man in the back laughing. Don't you know that's like his secretary?
It's his secretary.
Yeah. Followed him.
As I say, keep up the good work. God bless you all, and God bless America.
And God bless America, I guess.
Here tonight. It's rare we gather in such numbers, but I believe great progress calls for momentous celebrations.
Glamours.
The sanguisuja spread of too often
Automobile.
nature's most insidious weapon. Their so-called
Fingerless
glamour.
glove.
These impenetrable illusions.
What in tarnation? Those his fingers, but he's got a glove on.
For too long. That ends now. Agent Grandview, we've upgraded the standard field agent's gauntlet with something our science.
Stop it! We can't see the fingers.
Named the Zapper. Not exactly an elegant name, but it does the trick. When triggered, the Zapper sends out an electrical impulse.
In this universe, all cowboys have just a huge finger fetish.
Now, why the fuck did we not use that in our last mission?
We just got it.
Oh, I thought he
Fingerless glove technology has just been created, Jake. We're in the future now.
Allowing us to sweep our respective territories for glamored nooks and crannies. This is the beginning of.
This is what happens when you innovate too quickly.
There's no way our enemy can surprise us.
Technology must be stopped.
There's no way our enemy can surprise us. Bang! You know, as soon as he said it's rare that we all gather in such numbers, I was like, that's probably a bad idea. The Zapper, the world's first fingerless glove. I was wondering if we had a shield. Oh, ow, fuck. I was reading how to use the thing.
You don't have to cannonball literally every vampire. Because if you zap them, hit them with a combo, you'll see what happens. Oh my god. Now hit him. Don't cannonball him!
Sorry.
This.
I like that. I'm not good at blocks. I was kind of hoping I'd just have a thunder punch.
You get more.
Okay, great. Oh, looky there, a zapper pull.
Yep.
I have the force now seated.
It's kind of jank.
I always knew Tesla was the first Jedi. I was trying so hard to yank him out of your combo. Man, if we had like a cinematic camera angle, that would have been a perfect combo from the two of us.
What?
We just were perfectly synced. What we just did there. That zapping punch pull
Smoke.
situation.
Gotta find a way to the stables.
Good thing my fingers are able to breathe in this hot climate.
Normally my hands would be on fire,
Normally
but
my
now
hands
my
would be
skin is
sweating.
on fire. Damn it, Dad, these gloves don't protect my hands.
Good old American engineering. God bless America.
God bless America. Also, I love how he was like, there's more important things than killing monsters. We need electricity to kill monsters now.
How'd this guy get a cage on his head?
I don't ask questions, I just shoot.
Now you're getting it. Oh look, I'm Jake.
Look. Just because you can't cannonball as much as I can doesn't mean you have to be mean.
Can't I?
Yeah, I guess you can. I wish this thing would hold still. Nice.
There's a giant stinger over here.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I thought we were playing Evil West, not Grounded. Not doing it for you? No?
No.
Not even a chuckle?
No.
Edgar, did you hear me?
My name's not Edgar.
Jess, thank Christ.
Where's my father?
Yeah, he's a
Still
villain.
kicking ass last time I saw him.
Old fool thinks he's still in the field.
Listen, he wants us to destroy the archives before these assholes get their hands on it. You get to it, and I'll find Harrow's pampered ass. Meet me out front.
And I'll kill him.
Never thought I'd have to blow up my own house.
Hold on, pal. You're gonna be fine.
You okay, Agent? Just hold
Do we
on.
live in the archives? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes. That was our father.
Oh,
The
yeah.
head of-
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this is the rentier.
I knew that was our dad. I just thought it was funny that he was like, I never thought I'd blow up my own house. And it's like, we're just blowing up the archives.
We're blowing up the rentier estate.
Okay. Ooh, now we're talking. Oh, yes, that's much better. I just got something called pointless violence. I don't know what that was about. Alright, I like the Zapperdash.
Yep. It's a good one.
Zipper, zapper, duper. Oh god. Oh. How about that?
Shut your ugly traps.
She's gonna get us, huh?
Joseph Warren and great-grandfather Dick.
Oh, see this crate over here?
Yeah.
That's got something in it. You ever see a box like that? It's money.
Gotcha. You have enough bucks to buy an upgrade. That's too damn bad. It's interesting that I'm curious if they just don't know how to kill vampires or if they are intentionally leaving some alive with their heads cut off.
Probably intentionally leaving them alive because they definitely know how to kill vampires.
I don't know.
Gotta destroy this place before we break into the archives. Jesus, gotta get out of here. It's gonna blow.
Get the ones in the air, I'll handle these guys. All I needed was this Zapperdash. Golden.
That was not graceful.
That did not go right. There it is. Nice.
I made the mistake. We went to Mugshots for dinner, like we got it delivered.
Yeah.
And I was like, every time I see the mac and cheeseburger on that menu, I think that sounds just a couple wrong decisions away from being fantastic. So I decided to give it a chance.
Yeah. It's good.
It's no,
Oh, you didn't like it?
for the sole reason that the bun.
It's incredibly messy.
The bun is 2 grilled cheese sandwiches. It's too much.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's way
Like,
too much.
If they just use the regular, because I love their sourdough bread. If they would just use that sourdough bread instead of the grilled cheese sandwiches, I'd be golden. 'Cause I love a good mac and cheese.
Oh man, I had it once and just thought was a great idea, but just not
The greatest innovation since the fingers gloves.
That's exactly what I said. What came first, the fingerless gloves or mac and cheese? Playing to find out.
Do you think that's going to be a plot point?
It might be, you know?
The final act, we're going to be like, what in tarnation is this noodle wrapped in some form of cheese? Wrapped in some form of cheese.
Oh my god. All right, dodging sideways or backwards doesn't
You have to
help
get
the
Quake
combo.
Punch.
Okay. All right, I have to.
I think that's the last one that it forces you to get.
God, I thought that was funny. I was like, why is it forcing me again? I was like, maybe it's I think it's protecting my body. these little red things just health?
Yes.
Okay. I've been trying to pick them up. I've been trying to smash them. I don't know what I wasn't sure what they were doing.
Just health.
Health. I need somebody help. Not just anybody.
It's all gone.
Health.
Yeah, the combat gets, like, it develops very quickly. That
Nice.
subtle bullet sound means that the fight's over.
Okay. I thought it was like you firing off a last shot, and I was just like, no, it's done. It's done, Steven. You can stop shooting him. I thought they were giving us a lot of money until I had to buy something.
Yeah.
What is this?
Some form of audible instrumentation from the...
What? The fingerless glove? Ooh, fudge.
Get him out of here. I got this.
Damn. How did he survive that?
Don't be cross with me, Father. I couldn't leave you at the mercy of these savages. Do not do that, you fleshy toad!
That trajectory looked like we would have still missed if she hadn't moved. Have we considered that Jesse Rentier is actually a moron?
It's crossed my mind, yeah.
Mighty Rentier Institute, choking on ash and blood. I had hoped you'd make it more difficult.
I'll say that can't be good for her either.
Child her age, she's bound to contract asthma from smoke like that.
That much smoke is bad for your lungs, kid. I'm just curious how she's gonna fix her dad.
Jess, we won't make it to Calico like this. Move, Gravener! I order you not to let me
Where was
die
that
like
man?
this.
I almost
I think
had her.
Gravener got him.
If it weren't for that old wound. Oh, Jesus Christ, don't get old, son.
Yeah, never get married. Now stop blabbing, you're gonna be fine. I know what I'm doing.
This is the key, Jesse. Don't let it out of your sight.
Never eat the mac and
It's
cheese
all we've
cheeseburger.
got. It's in your hands now.
The Hales mac and cheese.
We need to stop! Stop! We need to get the fuck out of here!
We need to find a defensive position to hold us over till morning. Then we head to Calico.
I don't know, I kind of feel like running. It's probably a better idea.
My wife could blow this defensive position over with a wet fart.
That's disgusting.
He's not wrong, though.
And that's where the sun will hit first.
I'll get the horses, and we'll stand our ground up there.
Ooh. Oh, okay, nice. Totally missed the objective. It's a long cooldown.
Yep, you can lower it.
I like the attention to detail of how their body parts like shred
Yeah.
as we shoot or punch them.
There's occasionally a little bit of delay in the co-op, and it's like throwing me.
Yeah. Like a lag.
Kind of. Like, enemies won't telegraph a move, and then it'll happen as if like it's just skipping.
Skipping the telegraph.
Yep.
Move it, Jess! There's more coming!
No, you move it, Jess.
Oh, Bucky comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do about that?
I mean, do you want to play it?
Sure.
I'm fine with that. I don't really have much interest in
I'll try him.
playing as them, yeah. We never went and did the raid in there either.
Nope.
But yeah, no, I'm down to do that, especially if the rest of the guys want to do it too.
Jeremy's the only one.
Who has it?
Well, again, Matt's on PC.
Yeah, I think it'd be good to do. I'm probably only available Thursday. I might do a Friday afternoon stream. But I'm shooting the last wedding of the year Saturday, so I'll finally be through this massive wave of weddings that I've been doing. His whole right side is gone. Blasted.
Behind you.
I got the medium big guy. You keep focusing on the boss.
Medium big.
Medium big, whatever. I was gonna be like, I got the big guy, but then I was like, oh well. E-rodeo.
Execute that guy.
Got him.
You get health for executions. Good catch.
That was a great team up there.
Hit it once.
I don't have my
melee.
I don't have my. Oh.
When it's blue, it's shattered, so you can free with melee. Yeah.
I thought it was like use your shotgun to break
That's
it.
how you do the most damage to it. Over here.
Gotcha.
Where we come from here?
No, there's a shoot that man and take his money. Why'd they hang him with all his money? All right, let me. I've got some upgrades. Let me.
Yep.
Performing zapper supercharges the gauntlet. Ooh, okay, absolutely want that.
Oh, good. XXX 20 site.
Again?
Beautiful
Seriously?
girls here. Male symbol.
Their name's not even creative. I don't like it. Boo. Boo. Gonna report real quick. I always report. I don't know if that helps
I report.
get rid of those or not, but it makes me feel better. So what's my deal with this one? Can I not? Oh, okay. Here we go. I was just doing it wrong. Okay. I feel like I had one other thing. This is what I wanted to do. Kickoff hero punch deals an additional splash damage. I don't really use that. Oh, cannonball explosive is the next one after that, so I'm gonna get that. That's worth going down the train. Okay, points. All right, sorry about that.
Yep.
Had to check my skills.
Everybody move!
Yeah, here again. I don't know why we wanted to defend. I feel like running would have just been better.
Got it.
Because we're buying time till the sun comes up.
But couldn't we have bought time by running?
I mean, I don't know what horses you have, but horses get tired and can get killed.
Okay, yeah. Better to choose the place you stand than be forced into a place to stand.
Exactly.
Okay, alright, I guess that makes sense.
And everyone knows that if you have the high ground, you have a strategic advantage, in which case we can command the high ground here. Oh, never mind. Oops, spoke too soon.
What if they have the high ground, Steve?
Then our ground just has to be higher than them. Highest
ground wins.
Highest ground wins, yes.
I was playing Pokemon in bed the other night, and I realized that what would be really fun would be if Pokemon made a card game like Marvel Snap, and I know you haven't played Marvel Snap, but just like something like that on mobile, I think it would do really good. So basically just take the trading card game that exists and just take it to mobile somehow.
I wonder if there is some kind of mobile version of the Pokemon TCG.
I don't know. I don't think there is, though.
Like, even Magic has released digital versions of the TCG before.
How's our high ground going?
Well, they're higher than the vampires are, so we are winning.
Okay. Oh, jeez. I was say this is getting a little dicey.
Running real low, Jess. Kinda busy here, Edgar.
Oh yeah, there's this. blah, blah, blah. Start punching.
Shit. What the? Well, now we're the fucking Flash.
All thanks to Candel's gloves. You see, the average brain only uses 30% of their hand capacity. But
That's because
if we cover the palm, because our palm restricts, we cover the palm, our finger's true potential can be unlocked.
Jesus fucking Christ. I don't think he's breathing.
I don't think he liked that joke.
Calico, it's around the corner. There's a doctor there.
So was that just like an ultimate?
I'm not sure. I haven't used that again.
Oh, okay. Nice. I tell you what, I'm popping trophies left and right here.
Doc, we need help.
Lewis, Protocol Epsilon.
Protocol She couldn't just say pull the lever, Lewis.
No.
Sit down and roll up your sleeve.
Just be like, man, which lever, the one that reveals our secret vampire hunt location, or the one that provides sweet golden beer? He's a bartender.
Hey. It's fine. He's the cell's engineer.
I thought he said sales engineer.
It's an honor to
Let me sell you on engineering.
Sir, your
Math.
outfit is a thing of beauty. Only a genius can.
Fudge.
I need
Oh
that
my God.
fixed. Yesterday.
I'll need a bigger lab if I'm gonna solve the mysteries of time travel, sir. I mean,
How are we doing?
Arrow needs a scapegoat.
Jesse and
You don't
Edgar
leave
did
without
not
someone to blame for that
appreciate
fiasco.
A pissed off little highborn looking for.
Yeah,
her
Joe,
nature's
sell
head?
us on. Oh,
No
okay.
one could have predicted that.
Joe,
I
you
don't
make a
think she
great
did all that
engineering
for just
salesman.
Habano. We're missing something. I bet my last buck we'll hear more from this Felicity tape pretty soon. I'm gonna check if Amelia needs some backup with Harrow.
Who do I have to bend over this bar and instantly
What a great line to walk in. Walk into a Starbucks and say,
oh, you everything, Doctor.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
I can just see it. God, oh my God.
Gauntlet first. There must be a workshop somewhere
You know,
around.
Steven, you said, don't you just instantly hate that character now? That just won me over. That just won me over. Absolutely love. Favorite character. Golly.
So only Starbucks, right? You wouldn't do that in local coffee.
No, I can't. Wouldn't do that. It's too rude. They know me there.
Did you see the
Oh man, Steven, I
They'll
felt
know you after you do that.
they'll never forget me.
You'll be the only man who has a wanted sign up in Starbucks.
Oh, Steven, I felt so bad. We went to, have you ever been to a pita pit?
No.
Okay, it's a pita restaurant, that Euros, that sort of thing. It's fine. It's fast food, whatever. We went to one of those tonight before the parade, Christmas parade. And we walk in, and there's already kind of a line, which is, you know, the whole town is fucking here. Like, it's about to be crazy. It's about to be busy. So that's not altogether surprising. But there's only one person working, and she is like just she's making the Euros. She's taking the orders. She's doing everything, and she just can't keep up. It's just a madhouse. And so we order and whatever. I had to watch this woman like juggle basically 3 people's jobs, and I was just like, did they not put anyone else on schedule with you? Like, surely, like, somebody, a manager, knew there's a big event in town tonight that happens literally right outside our door. We need a full staff for dinner, and she was just like, they did, but they never showed. So I'm on my own. It's just like, wow.
Gilded invitation. I expected champagne and canapes. Instead, some fang fuck broke into your headquarters and slapped you all around like a gaggle of whimpering sissies. Now the entire country is left unprotected while I stand here with my dick in my hand like an idiot. So again, could someone please tell me
He has a way with words.
He does.
did this happen?
Security services were redirected to protect our most valuable asset.
And how the fuck wasn't that me?
That was my father's call, and it was Agent Gravener's quick thinking that saved your life, sir.
For all the fucking good it'll do once I tell the Capitol that its primary defense against all kinds of monsters just collapsed.
We'll take care of it, sir.
You know,
What, from here? This
the-
place is a shithole at the edge
you
of
know how
fucking
people have
nowhere.
the whole
Don't
"Don't
be
talk to me
fooled
till
by
I've had my
our
coffee" line.
Secretary
They put on
of
shirts and mugs.
Calico
You should put
Sound
his
is
line
operating the institute,
on the shirt
as
and
well as
the
its
mug.
very best engineer. We are your only chance of turning this around.
And I expect
It would
to
take up
report
so
on
much
these
space.
assholes on my desk first thing, Doctor.
But the F word would be 3 times as big as the rest of the word.
Fucking coffee would be the 2 biggest words on that shirt.
Yes.
Engineer?
You better be.
Who do I have to bend over?
As soon as possible before Harrow
to
comes
get
back
some
to sleep.
coffee around it.
Indiscriminately.
Suck mine.
How bad is it?
Well, the glamour disruptor's fried.
It was
Then we have these
indiscretionally. It was
lace-around
indiscretionally.
power coupling.
That's what
Not
Fix it or not?
indiscriminately.
It's doable, but I'll need time. A few weeks, a month tops.
We ain't got that long. We have to be ready to take down this Felicity character when we find her.
You mean if we find them? We have no idea where to even look.
Not necessarily.
I hate how it just hard cuts to a
To
loading
the
screen.
north, there's a canyon surrounding the main trail. And the unimaginative locals call it the Devil's Pass. And reports mention possibly unknown vampiric specimens. We chalked it down to hearsay, but now we sent our top sanguisuge expert to investigate.
Sanguisuge.
I hope by expert you mean a field agent and not another bookworm.
Scott Bloom co-wrote the Institute's sanguisuge
We
bestiary.
need.
So yes, he's a
not
bookworm.
pencil pusher. I can't run around looking for a missing egghead hoping that maybe he brings something to the table. When did he last report?
5 days ago.
Now let's just hope he's lost in research.
I hope in one of these like voiceover narrations, you just hear someone like spit, and then Harrow's like, "Who took a fragrant piss in my coffee?"
Fragrant.
Just he interrupts everything.
Oh my god, whose hat do I need to take a crap in to get a box of brownies around here?
Whose hat do I need to dangle over my dick in my hand?
Whose cup do I need to fragrantly jizz in to get some fucking coffee creamer around here?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I can't say any of this man's lines straight without. Oh. Golly. Joe. Joe, this is the madness we've hit. Golly. We drift further and further from God's light. I'm not having this $44 bullshit that we're dealing with right now.
That's a new slogan. Some $44 bullshit.
I just freaking wasted that shot. I keep thinking I have to reload. Man, I'm like
This way.
tears in my eyes, crying.
Oh, maybe it was this way.
No, that was just
Yeah, I thought that was the a side tangent.
That's. I wish that could be. I wish that we could come up with like a universal sign in gaming for like that's the explorable path and that's the main path. I appreciate with companions you typically can.
Yeah, I feel like games have figured out a language for that. Like
they've gotten better.
Blood trails, signage, stuff like that.
Yeah,
but there's not like a universal.
The other thing I don't like is when you put very clear. Holy! Oh my god! I hate when you put very clear like puzzles in an area that you can get to the puzzle, but then you don't have the tool to solve it. It's like that's so annoying because it's like, okay, great, now I have to remember where this was and backtrack at some point.
I'll tell you what they should do for that signage in this game.
Yeah.
And you probably already know where this is going. When you go the wrong way, James Harrow appears on screen like, whose map do I have to wipe my ass with?
Oh my god. Whose shit stain do I need to put on this map so he'll go the right way? This werewolf has no right having this much ass. This one's glitching out, but I've got a great shot of its butt. Fun fact: if you don't connect your shotgun shot, it doesn't lose the charge.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I've misfired it at least 10 times now.
I found a chest down here.
Great, thank you. Unique chest. Booming business.
Oh, let's check this beauty out.
Booming.
You still have to unlock it with perk points.
Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, I see.
Man, once you start editing YouTube shorts again, this
that's gotta be that is.
Because you got the fingerless gloves and you got James Harrow and his way to order.
I gotta write that down real quick. Not that I'll ever forget that, but it's gotta get written down. Top priority. My TikTok notebook is running short. Evil West.
You gotta be monetized to get demonetized.
Amen. Amen. That's like that's our motto.
Next podcast. Next podcast is gonna be titled.
I can make it.
Good lord, I can't. Which YouTube employee's erect penis do I have to suck to get monetized on this platform?
My hands are sweating.
You should get some fingerless gloves.
Oh my god. Oh, wait, hang on. That's
Anna
the right
is probably wondering what is going on right now.
Well, that was the thing that just popped into my brain was when you looked at her and was like, we're playing Split. Oh my god.
Great. Gotta find another way. Hope I'll find some trace.
Sexfind.biz. Get the hell out of here.
Why? That's the
What computer do I have to
God. What computer AI do I need to make sweet fucking love to?
What computer's keyboard do I need to perform fellatio on before these bots?
I can't do it. I can't do it like Steven does. Steven commits.
I do.
If I was home alone, I could go all out for that, but I can't. God. Oh, man, I'm just paranoid now that I'm woken up at you. How did she? Oh, Mike, I thought you were the bot for a second.
They're learning.
Just because he's pink and they were pink, and I was like, what the heck?
Get the hell out of here!
If you didn't say it, I was going to. Oh my god. Oh man, this has been a doozy already.
I gotta get some water.
Go get some water. Gee whiz. This is a perfect time to look at my menu since Steven is not here to, I don't know, need. Alright, let's see. So I buy upgrades. I can't wait to hear what Anna's thoughts were on all that.
Anna has, in fact, heard the shouting.
I heard you ask her. I was like, I can't wait. I can't wait for that.
Oh, buddy.
Oh no, you've done it now.
I got him. I put him down, sir.
It was inevitable, folks. It was inevitable.
You're right. It's not already food time again, is it? I guess it is. What? Go ahead.
This canyon is protected like some kind of vault.
Whose diaper do I have to have a blowout shit in?
I was gonna be, whose tit do I have to fondle to make it baby show?
Oh my god. It hurts.
We just need to stop. We just need to stop.
It's too easy. It's too easy.
In the stream. We can't go on. I hope some dev or writer fucking finds this and is like, wow, they really liked that line. Oh my god.
Maybe we'll get an interview with the voice actor that played James Arrow.
If only. If only. God. Oh man. I'm like crying. Like my eyes cannot stop watering right now. How do we get over there, Steven? Oh.
Push this cart.
Oh, good call. Good call. Oh, I gotta wipe my eyes. I'm like just covered. Oh my god. I just love that you were like, go ahead.
I heard it. I could hear you spraying.
Oh man. I can't. Your vocabulary is just way better than mine on that. You just have the right words to pair.
Yeah, the trick is 1 to 2 adjectives and a noun.
Yeah.
No, 1 to 2 adjectives and a verb. Throw in some creative nouns.
There you go.
Really, you could turn this into the next haiku, like a new type of poetry.
Oh.
I'm taking it.
I hear a Pirates of the Caribbean theme starting to ramp up. Is that just me?
No, there's
like a subtle building.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What? What?
What terribly voice acted woman do I need to break her brittle bones to get some fucking milk around here?
Good Lord.
Oh man. I just can't. I can't do it. If I could scream, I could maybe get there.
You're getting it, Joe.
Joe's got it.
He's figured out the pattern. It helps. It's either you describe with a creative adverb the action you're going to take, or you describe in a creative adjective that which you'll be taking the action on. That's the trick. Indiscreetly F over the coffee bar, or the bar. That's indiscreetly is your adverb.
I love how this has become an English lesson now.
To dissect this sentence, who's? I can just see like doing my Obeka homework at 3rd grade, just doing sentence dissection.
No joke, I have like seriously contemplated finding like one of those old like 3rd grade. Did you ever play any of those like 3rd grade computer games that were like educational?
Math Blaster, Putt Putt.
Yeah, stuff like that. I want to find something like that, but for like English. Just because like I have lost all sense of any English grammar I learned. It's either changed or I've just lost it. I have no recollection of any of it. Man.
Research continues.
This is what happens when we don't fight. We just...
James Harrow brought those together. Oh, man.
Shit, whatever is behind that door must be huge. Must be that thing Bloom was looking for.
Oh, hit it again?
Oh, okay. Oh, do we have to work as a team now? Oh god. Some bats.
Great. More.
Get a few cannonballs in here. Couldn't electrocute that. It's a bat. out in front of me. Here we go. Finally got a shock on him.
I'm not throwing any punches, so I'm just using guns.
Nice. This is how the game should have been.
Yep.
All right.
New perks.
Short circuit yields energy pickup. Now, what is this? Ah, okay. I need perk points faster, jeez.
Yeah, they roll out slow.
What dev do I need to pull out of his ass and poke his butt off?
What dev do I need to accuse of gross sexual harassment in this industry?
To get some fucking perk points here. Love it, thank you.
You got it.
I think that's the right way, or
That's the wrong way.
which is the right way?
Ghost rifle.
What's that?
It's a skin for your rifle.
Ooh. Ugh.
Yeah.
Not a fan. Oh, lordy, lordy.
Where the heck did it go? Yeah, looks like I'm getting closer to its nest.
How dare you presume this thing nests, Jesse?
Ugh, what a stench.
The mole man. Ugh, look at the teeth.
No, not a fan.
Got your ugly ass.
What hairdresser did you bend over and indiscriminately fuck to look that bad?
Much better. That hurt.
I guess it's just you.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Okay.
had a move that I did not have. Oh, come on.
This monster is right now. He has no muscle fiber on his body anymore. Those werewolves are hard.
Yeah.
Tough little boogers. Well done, Stephen. Way to stay alive. Work the room and stay alive.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Bloom? Is that you down there?
Yes, it's me, but who are... Whoa. You're Jesse Renier, sir. Splendiferous.
So he was just laying in those corpses.
Explain what happened here, Bloom?
I'd love to know
I
why.
was sent here to investigate reports of a novel breed of sanguisuge. When I arrived, I encountered a group of familiars, apparently sent here by their masters.
That was a familiar? How come a human turned into that thing so quickly?
Excellent question, sir. My thesis is that their transformation is linked to the blood from these creatures somehow. The how is what I'm stuck on.
We better take one of those things back with us to the lab. Still beats me what those familiars were doing here.
Well, from what I could gather, they were sent on a transport detail, securing a convoy of carts filled with some curious, wriggly little creatures they brought from McCallum's sawmill.
No, we need to check that place out.
Waggling the little finger. Nanu nanu. Were we here before? No, this is a new place.
This is Calico Town.
Oh, okay.
Where are you off to in such a hurry?
I did not mean
Bar run out
to
of
start
whiskey?
this.
Jess,
Well, you're caught up
you
with me.
dragged
Huh?
your dad in here.
Oh, this is as far as you got.
There's an awful
Yep.
lot of blood on him.
He'll be fine. Bastard's too damn stubborn to die.
I've seen my share of battle wounds. The ones William got. No way even half of that came out of him alone. Somewhere between the falling airships and hopping boo-hags, I don't know. Could be that collateral damage wasn't the tick's only objective. Could be
They infected him? No. No fucking way.
Just hold your horses and just think about it. The Institute is infiltrated and let both you and William walk away? Jess, when a tick turns a familiar, they form a sort of bond. The sire can see into the servant's mind. Now, they make that link with, say, the man who developed that weapon you're carrying.
Edgar.
They'll make fingerless shoes.
And then they'll be unstoppable.
Breathe. I've got an idea. Remember that crap I brought from Lake Morapass? That plant that was supposed to be a base for a cure one day.
I'm not gonna gamble my father's life on some swamp nerd's magic potion.
It's not like we got a handful of aces here, Jess.
Some
The
swamp
battle
nerd.
in spawn had taken the fight to us. And I sure as hell don't want to go to war without our general. Do you?
All right. The plant might be back in the manor's ruins. I'll go check if there's anything left of the lab, and you...
I go. You need to take care of the gauntlet.
Asher always cries
Fuck about the gauntlet. I'm not sitting
just a
on my
little
ass
too
while my
quick
father goes
before I
through
hear it on the
17.
And no one asks you to.
thing.
But if I fail, you and that gauntlet will be the only thing between us and a war we can't win. I got this, okay? Just keep an eye on that nosy lady doctor. And stay close to William, just in case I don't make it back in time.
Does he not trust the doctor lady?
I don't know.
Well, there you go. Well, do you want to end it there, or do you want to keep going? I know Asher just started crying, so I don't know how much longer I'll have.
I mean, we may as well stop here then.
I figured this was a pretty decent. I don't know that we're gonna top.
No, we need to take a break.
We need to take a break. Well, I like this, Steven. This is
it's a fun little game.
This is a fun little game. I think it'll be good to do. It'll be a good when we only have two people. You and I, or I guess Jeremy got this too, didn't he?
I think he was thinking about it.
We can't do more than two, right?
Right.
Okay, yeah. It just seemed like in the multiplayer menu there was more space than two people, but
I'm pretty sure it's just two.
You're probably right. Well, cool. Well, yeah, I think this will be fun to do over a couple times.
I hate to see him like this.
Oh, this is our dad. I was like, what is wrong with this guy? He doesn't look bloodied. He just looks like he ate something.
He's aging rapidly.
Is he?
His hair is completely green now. It was black before.
Was it?
Thought it was.
I think I'm gonna chalk that up to just a weird visual glitch. But you might be right. You might be onto something there. Okay, well that's gonna be it for tonight, folks. We'll be back Thursday night playing something. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that jazz.
We've developed quite the list to where you really don't know what you're gonna get, because if it's just us, it'll probably be something like this. Maybe Gotham Knights. If Jeremy's there, it'll be Gotham Knights. If Matt's there, it could be Monster Hunter.
Mm-hmm. I always love it when people ask me like, "Oh, so what sort of stuff y'all stream?" And it's just like, it's new every day.
Yep.
It's new every week. Whatever's happening. So anyway, but yeah, we'll see you guys Thursday. Of course, Friday, Saturday, catch us there as well. But yeah, it's gonna be it for tonight. Talk to you guys later.
Bye.